Alright, so first night out with the Nanrobot D4 Plus. I learned that the battery gauge is not accurate. I still had 2 bars left. And I noticed the voltmeter, which is over on the left where the key is, the ignition area, has a LCD display that shows the amount of volts left in the battery. And I set the cutoff to 42 volts, which was default. I guess that's to like preserve the battery so it doesn't wear it out faster than it should. And when I was accelerating, I was in the dual engine turbo mode. When I was accelerating, I noticed it was dipping down to like 43, 44. So I wasn't giving it all the beans. I was closer to like 45 volts. But then the scooter just shut off. And when I turn the key on, the voltage display flashes like all sorts of random numbers, 10, 9, 12, 22, and then just slowly gets dimmer and turns off. So I'm guessing the battery's just toast. But I did get a good 17 miles of totally pushing this thing to the limits, ripping around in trails and loose gravel and on and off road, through the grass, through sprinklers. Like, I told myself I was going to take it easy for the first day, but really just didn't at all. I was so excited to get this thing, and I ran the battery into the ground. So that being said, it is a very capable scooter. I got excellent pickup throughout the entire range of the battery. Like, you can spin both the tires on gravel or even just loose dirt when you're standing on it. That's pretty wild. It's really fun to be on. It has incredible pickup up hills. It doesn't slow down, or it doesn't feel like it slows down at all up hills, maybe 1 or 2 miles an hour. The suspension, I weigh 185 pounds. The suspension was great on it, and only bottoms out when you go over like really big sewers and stuff like that. Oh, there's a guy on a Lime scooter. If you go over like a really big pothole or really big sewer or something, you're gonna bottom it out, or if you go flying off the curb. But even then, it's really squishy, really nice ride. I do have 2 minor complaints though. The handlebars have a little bit of play in them, and the folding mechanism, there's just no way around that until they redesign it. I have a buddy who's a welder though. I'm gonna see if he can metal me some new piece to hold the folding mechanism together better. That'd be cool. But if you can't fashion me a new piece, it'll still be fine. It's not that noticeable. When you're standing on the scooter, it holds the handlebars pretty firmly in the back position, so it's not that bad. But when you're popping on and off curbs and going in the off-roads and stuff, it gets a little bit shaky. My second complaint is the brakes. They're just squeaky and wobbly and all over the place, and there's like this electronic ABS, which I have disabled entirely now, but I was trying to get it to just cooperate for probably a half an hour, and I gave up. There's a few settings you can put the ABS into, but all of them are way too sensitive, and at the end of the day, you're just risking throwing yourself over the handlebars. It's not worth it. So, plus the brakes are totally capable without the ABS on, so there's that too. I did install a little light on the top here. You can see it goes dooge, but that was not really necessary. The light down there is pretty bright. If you're going slow, like under 15 miles per hour, that light on the scooter is sufficient. But when you start getting onto roads or just going fast in general and you're outrunning the light, then you need an auxiliary light.